Hello, everyone. Welcome to 10 Minutes Astrology with Alejo. Today, we are going to talk about transiting Neptune to ninth house. Is that means a unexpected traveling coming up, Alejo?
An unexpected travel is coming up, if I may share.
Okay,
Not an
tell us.
unexpected. So
Oh,
Uranus could be unexpected. It could also be
yeah.
astrological because Uranus is one of the
Ah,
significators for
a
astrology,
kind of
as some people say.
awakening.
Yes. So a trip that's going to awaken you. Basically, I'm going to be part of a retreat we're organizing in Egina from the 20th of September to the 26th of September. Yes. Egina is an island in Greece, and it's very easy to access once you land in Athens. It's very easy. You just go to the port and take a ship. And it's going to be about astrology, of course, and about
Mhm.
psychological astrology. I'm going to be the main guest, how do you say, facilitator. We're going to be using the Odyssey to reflect on your astrological charts and your astrological symbolism and your whole astrological history. So we're going to be talking about the three journeys that we have in the Odyssey. One is the journey of Ulysses,
Uh-huh.
Odysseus, of course,
Mhm.
but there are other two journeys, which is the journey of Telemaco, because actually the Odyssey starts with the son of Odysseus, who has to go
Yes.
and pick him up and find him more than pick him up. And then the other journey, it's more like an inner journey, which is, of course, inner journey in those times. It's symbolized by a woman, and it's Penelope, Odysseus' wife, who's waiting for him. So it maybe symbolize this part of ourselves that is waiting for us to come back. So we're going to use these three symbolic journeys. We're going to connect them with the astrological meaning of them, and then we're going to work with your charts and astrology. Yes, and if you want, then you can also apply for a tour that's going to take, I think, 10 days. That's going to go around Greece. If you want to take, if you're coming from far away and maybe you want to take the opportunity to go around Greece, there's going to be an optional tour. We're going to be staying in this fantastic hotel in Egina Island with a swimming pool. We're also going to be visiting, during the retreat, we're going to be visiting one of the temples that we have in Egina Island. So it's going to be a very rich, and of course, who doesn't want to go to Greece? Come
Who
on.
doesn't? Come on. I already want to go, but I couldn't go. Anyway, but well, I wish I would be there next time. This sounds fantastic. So if you are free between the 20 to 26th of September, join Alejo in Greece for this a celestial odyssey. I love it because this year it's going to be fun because this year has so many movie about it. Like I
It's
think
true, yes.
Christopher Nolan's Odyssey is coming up too. So I think especially Neptune moving into Aries, all these things together. It's
Yeah, it's true.
coincident, isn't it? But even when you talk about it, we are already talking about the transiting Uranus in ninth house, isn't it? A journey that wake you up.
Yes, totally. Yes. And also because I wasn't expecting to say this, it was your idea. You should share this. So for me, it was unexpected. For me, it was Uranus in the ninth.
Ah.
Yes,
So tell your manager if there are any discount, you should put on me, all right?
I will. Yes.
All right, so tell us a little bit more about the ninth house and what can we expect when transiting Uranus move into ninth house, please.
Okay, so the idea of an unexpected journey is actually a very good image of Uranus in the ninth house, because the ninth house is the house of long journeys. Of course, Uranus is going to be in your ninth house, depending which house system you use and your chart. It can stay there maybe for 8 years, who knows? So, of course, it's not going to be 8 years of unexpected journeys every time traveling to unexpected places, but we can take the idea of a journey in a more symbolic way. So,
Mhm.
the ninth house is also about philosophy, religion, and the expansion of the mind, like the idea of higher levels of education and academy. So I would say that when Uranus goes into the ninth house, there's something about the guidelines of life that we have been following, the beliefs that we have about what life is, about what is meaningful to us, that it's asking to be challenged. You know, that it's saying
Mhm.
you are a little bit now in a kind of jail that you've made up with these beliefs, and Uranus is coming here to make you break free. And to do
Mhm.
this, maybe you will find yourself in an unexpected journey, literally. So you go to a place that you didn't know before, you meet people you didn't know before, and their ideas, their way of life changes the way you perceive life. So then this has an impact on your own beliefs. But it could be also that you decide to study astrology and suddenly you change your beliefs. So they sign up for Academy of Astrology, and that's how they
Or faculty.
change.
Or Celestial Odyssey.
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is a very exciting moment about transiting Uranus into the ninth house. You could have, like what we beginning open up with the unexpected journey or awakening journey, but also in another way is about the fundamental change about what you believe. And let me allow me to share my experience with you. That was so interesting. I just when you talk about that, and that just remind me that was the time, and when first time I was chatting with our dear friend, our dear teacher or mentor, Darby Costello, and
Ah.
I was dinner with her. And then she is like she's talking about because I was talking about some people mention about the karmic past life and regression things, and she just say, are time linear? And I was like, oh my God. All those like past life things, karmic things are thinking about linear life, and you have a past, you have a present, you have a future. But what if the time is not linear? Then that could be all tangled together. Your past could be your future could be the past. Could happen in any time. And I was like, that is the fundamental change of your view of that. What do you believe? Because I was believe time was a linear past, present, future. And she
Mm.
just kind of say, are they?
It's a fantastic idea. I also think time is not linear.
For you, right? For you, you probably like take your time to learn that. But for me, it's always thinking about linear, thinking past, present, future, past, present. And I never, to be honest, I never think about time. Time is could not be linear, and they could be like a different scenario, something, and that really fundamentally changed me to see so-called transit, to see so-called timeline. And I was like,
Wow.
oh, that was quite interesting. That breakup. But in the beginning, I have a difficult to enjoy that. But the more I think about it, I say, hey, that set me free. That really set me free from
That's
what I believed
Uranus.
before. And that was Uranus. That was Uranus. And when you said that, I remember that moment. In the beginning, was a bit confusing, a bit shocking. And
And
it's like,
you know what I'm thinking also? It's nice what you're
yeah,
saying, because the ninth house also we may find some kind of gurus or guide people.
yeah,
And you're
yeah,
talking, this was given to you by Darby Costello.
yeah.
And Darby, if you meet her, she's quite Uranian. She's not the kind of Saturnian teacher. She's more like the kind of Uranian teacher. So it's actually also representing, she was really manifesting Uranus in the ninth at that
She
moment.
is. Yeah, if you know her, she is a really Uranian.
Yes.
She's very unusual, very unusual, and sometimes it's like totally unexpected. So you're right because I want to talk about her. She probably like a few her ears itching because there are few occasion she appeared in my dream. She appeared in my dream.
Ah,
That was so
wow.
funny. That was so funny. That always give me some guideline in my dream, and always using her image. And I was like, that is funny.
Yeah. She's amazing.
Yeah. So this transiting Uranus into the ninth house is not just bring us to an unexpected journey to Odyssey, but also kind of change our view of the what we believe, and maybe we will surprisingly encounter a mentor. Like Alejo, you are going to teach in faculty about the three set of webinar, right? That how
Yes,
planets
they
working
integrate
with each
itself.
other.
Yes.
Yeah. Could you share a little bit more about that?
Of course, yes, we're going to do these three sets of webinars about how to look at the chart. Actually, it's a good idea. It also has to do with Uranus in the ninth, because
Yeah.
normally we would look at the chart and we would link planets that are aspected between each other. But my point is that if you want to be integrated, you have to bring together the planets even if they are not aspected. So we're going to be doing a series of webinars on how to do that, how to bring these planets together, even if they are not aspected. And the first one is on the 28th of February at the Faculty of Astrological Studies. And it's about Venus, Mars, and the Sun. And if you want to participate, you just go to astrology.org.uk UK. And I've just realized that I didn't give you, if you want to come to Celestial Odysseys,
Yeah.
for Uranus in the ninth, the webpage is celestialodysseys.com. Yes.
Okay. So, but we also can find it through your Instagram, right?
Yes, Alejo Lopez Astrology, everything is there. Yes.
Cool. Thank you,
you.
Alejo, today to share this unexpected journey with us. And next week, we are going to some fundamental area of a total change about the transiting Uranus in the 10th house. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.